This STI makes almost 700 wheel horsepower, and I built it in a 10 by 19 storage unit that I was paying $300 a month for. No lift, no power tools, and technically I wasn't even supposed to be building it here, but I did it anyway. The question isn't how I made the power, but why would someone build something like this in a storage unit? I didn't choose to build this STI here because it was convenient. I chose to build it here because I needed control. I needed a space that looked clean, sounded clean, and most importantly, was organized chaos. When I started making YouTube videos again about this Subaru specifically, after filming a couple very early on at my house, I realized that I was going to outgrow that space. I wanted something clean with a very professional looking background, minimal noise, little distractions, and most importantly, I wanted privacy, all of which I found in this storage unit. But building a car like this in a very confined space comes with its problems. Now, being at the storage unit place was not as bad as you may think. This unit had pretty generous hours. It was open for about 16 hours a day, but there was one small issue. You were not allowed to work on your car here. And at the time, I didn't know this. This was not the original storage unit I originally started in. This is a much larger space. This is a 10 by 29 storage unit, and the original one that I built this STI in, for the most part, with the exception of a couple of new items here on the car, was a 10 by 19 storage unit. That's right. I pulled my first motor, I did the rotated kit, I converted this car to flex fuel, and so many other things in a tiny 10 by 19 storage unit. And while I was working on this STI, I had my fair share of issues I ran across the way over the last year, for the most part since I've been here. I had to deal with very crappy neighbors. I had my little pedal bicycle stolen here very early on, which really sucked, and I don't even want to get into that. I had to constantly do power management. I had to manage the batteries on not only my recording devices like my cameras, but my portable lighting equipment, because the lighting in the storage units are not very good at all. The third issue I had to deal with was dealing with external noises and random noises in general from my neighbors outside of my storage unit. Of course, this is a communal space, it is shared, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I moved in here with the idea of having a very clean setup. Anytime there was any type of external noise, I had to cut the video, wait for it to go away, and restart for you guys. So that's why a lot of the early videos on this channel weren't very good. And the last issue I experienced at the storage unit place, which luckily for me, I didn't experience until about a month ago, was the fact that while you're here in the storage unit, the door technically must remain open at all times. I'm not going to get into the reasons and technicalities of why that rule is established, but just know other people were up to no good in the past, and that is why the doors must remain open, which for me, I don't want people to be peering inside of my storage unit where I have expensive tools, lifts, etc. And that was one of the biggest gripes I had about this place. But you know what? I'm never going to forget this place. This is where I pulled my first motor and where this STI build really all began. But this STI didn't start out at 700 wheel horsepower. It started out a lot simpler. Intake, downpipe, front mount intercooler, blow-off valve. The car was making barely 290 wheel horsepower, but it was an absolute riot to drive, and I loved every single second of it. Once we got to the storage unit, that's when we started doing the supporting mods to run E85. Once we did that, we pulled the motor, we did the ACT XTSS clutch, and we finally were able to hit the 500 wheel horsepower goal. And late last year, I decided enough's enough. I've had the rotated kit sitting at home for a while. Let's throw on the Precision Next Gen 6870 and just send it. We went to the dyno with my tuner, Sean Church, and the car made a whopping 685 wheel horsepower at 37 PSI. And the build progression to me is honestly crazy. Don't even think about the fact that this was all done within a year period. Most importantly, this was all done in a small 10 by 19 box. But the funny part is, that wasn't even the hardest part of the build. When I decided to rent the storage unit out, I had just quit my job March 2025. I was 6 months away from starting grad school. It was not the best time financially, to be quite honest with you guys. I had a little bit of money saved up, but it was nothing crazy. I had just graduated from college with my bachelor's in physics about 6 months ago, prior to starting all this. And I didn't really know what the next chapter of my life was gonna be like. But what I did know is that I wasn't going to just sit around and wait for something to fall into my lap. And over time, this place became more than a storage unit to me. It was almost like a second home. I spent so many hours here. And for the first time in a long time, I had complete control of my environment, I had privacy, and it really felt like a place that I could grow my skills and spend endless hours doing whatever I wanted to my car. But the time has come, and the time is now to move forward. I'm still in the process of moving all my stuff over to Jordan's shop. That is where we are going to be calling home from now on for myself and the STI. I still have quite a bit of stuff here left in my storage unit, but a lot of my tools have since moved out and it's pretty empty now. And what I want you guys to take away from all this is you don't need the perfect situation. You don't need a lift, you don't need a shop, but what you do need is a desire to start, a desire to learn, and a passion for what you do. I built the 700 wheel horsepower STI in a storage unit, and if I could do it, so can you. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below what you think of all this. Make sure to hit subscribe because we have a lot of content coming up on the way with here, well, not here anymore, but at the shop. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one.